With everything you've kind of described of the way Jehovah's Witness work, it's obviously it is a religious organization, but do you think it's safe to say it's a cult or not?
I think it's absolutely safe to say it's a cult. They use all the tactics that cults use. So I think if the descriptor for cult models fits them, which it does, so they control your behavior, they control information, they control access to people outside, they really control all areas of the followers' lives. So, if the cap fits, then it fits.
So in many countries it's banned, in quite a few countries around the world. But in the UK, Jehovah's Witnesses are registered as a charity. Is that right? What is your kind of take on that? What do you think about it?
I think about it a lot, sadly. I think that on the one hand, it's quite good that there's a regulatory body that's kind of apparently there to control them and make sure that they're not totally awful. They would still exist without being registered as a charity, I think, because when witnesses are banned, quite often they can use that as evidence that they're being persecuted. So it kind of plays into the persecution complex that they have anyway. So it doesn't necessarily do them that much harm. It's also part of what they say is going to happen towards the end. So again, it plays into the fulfillment, like the kind of prophecy of the end times. But I think if the definition of a charity is that it does some kind of public benefit, which is what you have to prove to operate as a charity, then it's very hard to argue that they are actually charitable in the effect that they have and in the aims that they have. I think their money situation is incredibly complex and possibly should have quite a lot more research done into it. Obviously, charities are tax exempt, and they have, I think it's 5 registered charities within the UK that they can actually just donate money between. So their money trail is really hard to properly get a grip of. I know that the Charity Commission have been looking into them since 2016, I think. And partly that investigation has taken so long because they've refused to comply with requests for information. They had to go to the High Court, and again, they refused to comply with that. So the leaders are very protective of the money. They're also very protective of their public face and their public identity as well, which is definitely a carefully crafted one. I think that more than anything, they are registered as a charity and they call themselves a religion, but I would definitely say that they're a business organisation masquerading as a religion.